I'm excited to announce here that it's gonna be a rematch. Now, who's it a rematch between? Let's find out. So it's going to be a rematch between FBW's Lumire and Valhalla Team's 3S. They had a great TBZ earlier on. Now, are they going to have another one? Are we going to see threes with a revenge match? Or is it going to be Lumire with the win once again? This is the second time these two players have met in this series. Of course, if they're in the ace match, they can repeat players. In case you haven't seen the STPL before, but this should be a great rematch, and this time, rather than being on Colosseum, we're going to move on to Icarus. Now, Icarus, a very cool map in itself, one of the standard maps in the STPL map pool. Back in 2010, when this map came out, it was cited as a very boring map by a lot of people, even on Waigosu and places like that. I don't even think Waigosu actually existed back then, did it? Either way, people on Team Liquid said this map was boring. I've always liked this map. I would much prefer playing on Icarus over Fighting Spirit or Circuit Breaker, but very close third up a small ramp and over a small bridge, so very easy to defend. But of course, if you do take that as Zerg, it does limit your options for a fourth base. You do have 4 mains, 12, 6, 3, and 9 o'clock, and bridges in the middle to defend as well. But Icarus, an amazing map. We've had no TVCs here so far, so this is going to be our first one in SCPL Round 3, and most likely not our last. We have a lot of games coming up in Icarus throughout the tournament. This round at least, will be on for at least another 8 weeks after this. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2100 CEST. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing today, please do tune in again. I'm usually joined by Rapid. It's been great fun casting with him, but he spent a long time casting this weekend on the KSL qualifiers. But either way, let's not waste any time. Let's head on into the game, and let's get started with our ace match between Lumire and 3S. Now, starting us off in the 12 o'clock position, we have as the Teal Terran fighting for Valhalla Team. It's threes. And starting here in the 6 o'clock position is his opponent, the Brown Zerg. He won last time. Can he win the Revenge Van? It's Lumire, fighting for Foreign Brood War. And now it should be cool to see how this game is actually going to play out. Last time we saw Lumire go for that 3-hatch muteless play on Colosseum. Obviously Colosseum did allow him to take a very safe third very, very quickly, just because there is a very small ramp heading up to the third, and it secured him a fourth base very quickly though. But on this map he doesn't have that luxury. You can take another main, but it isn't as simple to get your fourth base, and threes played a very strong bio opener last time. And is he going to do the same again? Looks like he is. No gas coming up as of yet for threes. Now, of course, that doesn't mean he's not going to. But now it does. He's not going to delay his gas by too much. We're going to have threes scouting with his SCV. Going to see the Overlord, I believe. That's visible when you pass through here. Oh, no, he's not going to see... Oh, yes, he is. He just saw the Overlord, but whether or not he saw it on the minimap is another thing. I didn't think he did. Otherwise, he would have pulled his SCV away. But we're going to see Lumire drone scouting as well, so both of them going to scout each other quite late. But it's not too much of a big deal. It's going to be 12 hatch into a 12 pool against 1 Rax double. Double, of course, being a fast expansion. But overall, this should be another great macro game between these two players. Now, the first time they met, a little bit earlier on Colosseum, was very, very close, very tense. Lumire forgetting his upgrades for a little bit too long, being a little bit gas-starved early on. But looks like we're going to have that 3 hatchery before gas once again from Lumire. Lumire seems to like this style a lot. This will eventually lead him into Spire, so nothing too crazy. Obviously, he could see Lurkers as well. Obviously, Lumire on the same team as Faust and was on the same team, but plays a lot with Tai 2, the Cheese Prince himself. One of the best players outside of Korea at the moment, foreign Zerg-wise, but should be good regardless. Now, the SCV is going to scout that the gas has come up, going to see the 3 drones go in that immediately, but I mean, that's quite normal. There's nothing too insane to really tell from that. We've got the command center coming up the depot to help create that semi-wall at the front, just to allow him to be a little bit safer against sort of everything that's going on now. I was thinking by doing this series first, that Age would be able to watch IRK, but it looks like he's going to have to watch the VODs. Apparently he's going to be going to work at 5:30 in the morning, so my condolences go out to him. I'm not sure what his work is, but I didn't think I would ever be able to function at 5:30 in the morning to do anything. The only thing I could possibly do is cast Brood War, and I know I have done that before. And Rapid does that regularly to cast with me, so huge shout outs to Rapid, who isn't here today, but put in an insane amount of work on the KSL Round 2 qualifiers over the weekend. If you didn't catch them, he casted for over 24 hours. The first 12 he did was with Ending Life. Good pick off by that drone, by the way. And on the second day, he casted another 14 hours or something with Wolf. So, huge shout out to him for always joining me. Hopefully, he's having a nice night's sleep over there in South Korea right now. And hopefully, we'll get him back here soon. Because solo casting's fun, but casting with your friends is even better. And obviously Cadenzi abandoned us all to go to Korea, so she won't be casting with me anytime soon because it's 4 AM for her. But either way, we got the Spire coming up for Lumire. 3rd hatchery, 2nd gas is done. We do have that double barrack style coming in once again, so same build for 3s. Now, weirdly enough, he's not actually added on his stim pack yet. Now, we actually saw him go for a very quick stim upgrade before. He did go for 4 racks before as well, so not sure if we will see that 5th racks come in. I think we've just seen... No, so... Why isn't he getting stim yet? There he is. He's finally getting stim. Stim a little bit delayed, but should have stim and range in time, regardless for the muteless getting to his base. He is up against 3 hatch muter. But he did let his gas pool up quite a lot to do that. Now, he did get his barracks up a lot faster because of that, though. So that's going to be a little bit of an advantage. His scan, once again, going to see everything he needs to see. Now, one of the things I learned from Kogut was the scan in between the 2 hatcheries, but 3s doesn't seem to be doing that. And he always seems to hit the money, so... but regardless, looks like we're going to have Lumire go for an expansion at the other main eventually. Now, the one problem that Lumire has is he's actually spawned the furthest location away from his opponent, which is 12 and 6, which means 3 and 9 are actually quite close to 3s. Obviously, 9 is a lot closer by air. There's not really too much to go on there. But 9 is a lot closer by ground. I mean, he does have this bridge that he can defend against. He does have the ramp leading up to the base, but... I mean, we've got stim finished. No range as of yet, though. That could be a little bit dangerous. The amount of games I've actually lost because I've not had marine range done in time and muteless picked me apart is a little bit crazy, but we should see that gas going down very shortly for 3s if he does go for his range. I mean, is he skipping range for a reason here, or is this a mistake? This has to be a mistake. Like, he's going to really feel this now when he tries to micro against the mutants in the middle, and he's not going to be able to deal with them. He doesn't have range. I mean, he's going to have to put himself in the firing line to do damage. I mean, unless he got range first, but... I don't know, there we go, marine range finally starting up. And that's a big, big mistake, and this could cost 3s a lot of time. A lot of damage on these muteless. You can see Lumire taking advantage of this, getting so much of this bio, and even though the first game was so much closer, a lack of upgrades from threes could actually cost him badly here. I mean, the third hatchery is going to be coming up, but he can't do anything to pressure. With no marine range, he's forced to lose his bio. We see another couple of scans going down in the bottom right and bottom left hand bases, so he's not even going to know about the third base. But look at this, Lumire's Mew Micro is absolutely incredible in this game, really abusing the fact there's no marine range. And I mean, he's camping on top of the barracks now, and when this happens, you know deep down in your heart as a Terran player that you are really, really badly screwed. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, but he is not going to be able to build Marines. As the Marines pop out, you see them getting taken down. He's actually trying to build turrets behind the barracks. You see another scan going down on the natural to check for any lurkers. But he doesn't need to worry about that. He needs to worry about the Mulus. They're still on top of his barracks. We've got Lings breaking into the natural as well. It looks like Lumire may have done it. A tense third game for Lumire and a great ace match for him instead. I mean, the SCVs are going to clean up the Lings eventually, but still, he is just losing every single Marine. The barracks are actually going down now as well. And GG with a 3. He really does do everything in 3s. Lumire is going to take the series for Foreign Brood War. 3-2. Now, obviously that was a really sick series, especially by Lumire. They're pulling out 2 wins for his team in one day. Great work by him. Obviously 3's a little bit going to be a little bit disappointed. He got so close in that first game and maybe could have prevented the ace match, as it would have gone to a 3-1 victory for VT, of course. But VT showing they're a very, very strong team, going to have a lot to look out for as we move forward. But let's do a quick recap over that series, then we're going to head on to another quick break just to give my voice a chance to recover and let me set up the overlay for our second series of today. So let's actually have a look at how that series went. So we're going to have TT1 winning over Galaxy, Dates winning over Hiramu, Lumire taking down 3s in their first game, SFCA taking down Faust on Benzene, and finally on the ace match we do see Lumire taking the series 3-2 for FBW. Now of course that is just the start of these two teams' journeys, as we will soon see as we have a look at the rankings as soon as my page loads. And I say page loads, but you'll see what I mean. But this is going to be the Group A standings at the end of Week 1. There's a little bit of a bug which I'll fix after the series, but here we go. So Naz, White Clan, both at the top. FBW going to be tied with White Clan as well, with that 3-2 victory. Just above them in second is going to be Media with their 3-1 victory over MSJ. And then you obviously have the 4 at the bottom as well. That's the standings at the end of Week 1. But there is a lot more weeks to come. We do have 8 weeks overall in the STPL, in round 3 at least. But that's going to be our Group A match for today. So if you hang on with me for just about 5 minutes, I'll be ready with the second series. So don't go anywhere.